Hello and welcome to Roaming with the Llama, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back and thank you. On a recent trip to North Carolina, I found some time to hit 3 very different trails with the Marlin 6. My first was a single track called Briar Chapel, a 4 3/4 mile loop around the Briar Chapel subdivision just south of Chapel Hill. There was a lot of this. So if you enjoy rock bashing, this trail is for you. I started this trail at its northern edge where it crosses Green Ridge Parkway. The trail is rated intermediate/difficult on MTB Project, and I would definitely agree with that rating. I normally like to ride a trail at least once to become familiar with it before I record it, but on this trip I didn't have the luxury of time, so I fired up the camera on the first run. I soon found out this trail requires multiple runs to become familiar with the obstacles and what lines you can take through them. Because of that lack of experience, I beat up the Marlin 6 a little harder than need be in quite a few sections. And other than some slight damage to the stock pedals, the Marlin 6 handled this trail a lot better than I did. It just wasn't pretty for sure, and I was thankful the trail was virtually empty, so no one could witness some of my less than stellar moments. Not due to the Marlin 6, of course, just my lack of experience as a mountain biker and with this trail. Another reason this trail needs multiple rides before feeling comfortable on it is that it's very poorly marked, especially at some of the road crossings and where it intersects some other trails. I did make more than a few wrong turns and had to stop and check my phone's map to find the correct path. All in all, I did enjoy the experience at Briar Chapel. It definitely humbled me, and I prefer trails with more flow, but if I lived in the area, I'd ride it again. I would, however, ride it in a clockwise direction, putting most of the technical sections on declines instead of inclines. I would summarize Briar Chapel as mostly grit with very little flow. The flow sections tend to be in areas that were pretty level. Areas with elevation changes were strewn with boulders and tree roots. Nothing impossible, but difficult for sure. Now normally I like to post a full run with telemetry for each of my trail videos, but because of all the wrong turns I took on this trail due to A, lack of experience, and B, bad signage, a full run may be more confusing than it is good to get you through this trail. Now, next week, I'll be taking you to Hog Run in the Harris Lake County Park near Apex, North Carolina. A much different experience for sure. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. And thanks for watching. Until then, keep biking. Hey,